Hello, hello, and we are right after we left off last time of leaving people stranded on the Mun. So, goal today is to get them back. So, I'm going to upgrade this so that I can take surface samples, because that'll be useful. And I can also then use the science when I get it back from the Mun, which also would be quite good to be able to do. So, I'm starting with the base of the ship that I used last time. I'm going to need basically 4 Kerbals worth of space in order to collect everybody, because I need someone to take it there and then space for 3 people to come back. Do I have a crew cabin? I do. Of course I do, I used it before. And then I'm also going to want parachutes on the crew cabin, and then that's going to need its own heat shield and decoupler. Now the problem with the crew cabin, well, it's the same as before, is that the Science Junior was too heavy, so I'm gonna have to find a way to add a lot more fuel onto this. And also a problem that I had last time was I ran out of electric charge with the reaction wheels. Oh, I need to put them back in. I'm glad I remembered that. So the problem last time was that I had the right amount to get and land on the Mun, but nothing to get back. Do I just do the lazy thing and slap on some SRBs? So let's just slap on a couple of thumpers just to carry us up higher in the first place, so we've then got a lot more fuel. Bring these back down. Maybe a little overkill, but I'm paranoid after last time. Doesn't really increase our delta V that much. Although I guess that's presuming that I'm at full power, which I don't need these engines to be at full power whilst I've got the solid fuel on. Guess let's just give this a go. As long as I'm not using this engine to get over to the Mun, I should be okay. Let's try that again with actual correct staging. So the solid fuel is working out nicely how I wanted it. I forgot to put on solar panels. Hopefully that won't be too much of an issue. Sorry, I'm being very quiet right now, just trying to concentrate on this quite hard. Desperately hoping I don't just flip over like usual. Definitely doing a lot better with fuel compared to the last time with those solid rocket fuel boosters. So these can go off, and now I've still got a full tank of fuel. Looking at this though, my ascent isn't great. Could have done with moving a little faster, I think. I don't know. I'm talking like I know what I'm on about again, when in actuality I don't really have a clue. You know what? I'm sat here. It's gone relatively well actually as this launch. I've still got my whole second stage that I can use to circularize and then head over to the Mun. And I've just got that little nagging voice that's been like, you didn't add solar panels. You're going to run out of electric charge. I'm just going to add solar panels, get back up to this point. Okay, so we're heading back up. We've got solar panels, so shouldn't have to worry about running out of electric charge. Still got plenty of fuel left. Cool, so that's that stage done. Cool, and we're in a stable orbit. Same as last time, set the Mun as our target, and hopefully now I've got enough fuel to get all the way out to the Mun without having to detach this bottom stage. So I shouldn't have to use up any of my lander's fuel. Either way, what I'm going to do is it means that this mission I can at least rescue some of them. I'd love to be able to rescue both of them with this craft, but I should at the very minimum be able to rescue either the 2 on the surface or Jeb orbiting. That'll do. Cool, and we're starting our burn out towards the Mun, so let's go and keep an eye on that. Cool. And got our encounter. Not an overly close one, but that can be adjusted mid-course. So I think my first goal, although I'm going to be intersecting with Jeb's orbit, probably going to be best to try and grab the two stranded on the Mun first. One, because they've got the science, and two, collecting Jeb is the easier task, because I've got more than enough fuel to do that already. So I can easily send this ship back and grab it. So our main priority is to try and land and rescue the two stranded. Not bad, I don't think. So that's still going to leave me with 1,000 to... still not hopeful, actually. Come to think of this, with only 1,000. Either way, we'll make sure that we rescue Jeb. I've got this mod Planetshine installed, which is... it just makes the game look prettier. It adds, like, you know, ambient light coming off the planets. But you can turn up the ambient light in a vacuum, which is pretty useful when it comes to making a video. And I wish I'd have realised this previously, that I could just turn this up so I don't have to try and awkwardly boost stuff. Oh my god, I need to do my burn. That's lost my engine sounds again. That's annoying. Cool, that'll do. Cool, well, after having them just orbit the Mun for 4 days or so, it's now bright enough for me to land. I think I will set that as a target, mostly I think so I can see it, but fingers crossed this goes better than last time, but I actually already have my doubts, especially as we're going to have less Delta V taking off because we're going to have the more weight from the other Kerbals. I think I've still not got anywhere enough Delta V to take back off again. They're also directly below me, so that was a mistake. Should have been slowing down ages ago. Well, we're landed again. Miles away from the other craft. Well, there's kind of no point in being here if I can't take off again. So I guess let's just take off again. We can see if it's even going to be remotely possible to rescue them. If not, we'll just grab Jeb and head back and revise this craft. No, I'm not going to have enough to get back to Kerbin. I think I need 1,000 taking off to get back, at least. I should really look into that first. Regardless, let's go back to before we deorbited, and we're just going to grab Jeb and flee back with our tails between our legs because, once again, failed a moon landing. Yeah, maybe you should, actually research these things beforehand. That would probably be useful. Okay, so we're going to select Jeb, set him as our target. Have we got any intersects? Don't have to worry about being too efficient. We've got more than enough fuel for this. That's pretty damn good. If we just warp around to about here. Guessing I'm not close enough to... Oh, I am close enough. There it is. Notice the great deal of concentration right now. Crew hatch is there. Come on. Grab. And board. Nope. Nope. And now board. Hey! So, landing may have been another dud, but at least we've got Jeb back. Let's head around to where we want to leave. And there we are. We will be back in Kerbin soon. Typically it will be nighttime, but oh well. I'd rather just get him back and we can focus on figuring out what I'm doing wrong with my landings. And there we go, back in atmosphere. I'll use up this fuel whilst I've got it. Cool, we've used up our fuel. Might as well separate out as we descend into the night. Pretty cool view, to be fair. Not actually seeing what it... Oh. I pressed the wrong button! Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. Please tell me I had quick saved after rescuing. No! Every time I get complacent. Oh no. Oh dear. Well, I'll see you when I'm re-entering Kerbin again, I guess, because, oh, what an idiot. And here we are again, re-entering the atmosphere. Let's not just yeet poor alien Kerbin out of the window again. Separate those off. What I meant to do was just, have a nice little look in the cabin and see what she can see, which isn't a lot. You can just see fire out the window. I almost did it again to Jeb. Oh, there's a little window down there as well. All the important supplies. And we're landed. Let's recover these two. Cool, so we've got those guys back. Now what? Let's just have a quick nosy and see how these guys are doing on the Mun. They're doing all right. How long have they been up here now? 6 days? Trapped in this tiny little pod? I mean, at least, as we saw before, they've got enough important things with them to keep them occupied. They've got games, science, snacks, and crayons. So, hopefully they're not too bored whilst we go and figure out what I'm doing wrong. Which, in hindsight, should have done before even doing this, as why would I assume that the same craft, just with a tiny bit of extra fuel to leave the atmosphere, would have any better chance of success? It clearly wouldn't. So I'm going to go look up how much fuel I need to actually take off again. And then, yeah, we'll build that ship. But until then, thanks very much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.